Hi guys, today we have with us Lakshay and he's here to give us some tips and tricks regarding the exams. So Mr. Lakshay, would you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm Lakshay. I completed my graduation in 2021 from NIT Kurukshetra in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I took CAT 2020 and got 99.34 percentile. My sectional percentiles were I got around 93 percentile in VARC, 98.4 in DILR, and 99.28 in quant.
So please give us some brief knowledge about the strategy you opted for the preparation.
Okay, so as you know that there are three sections in the exam. So first is VARC, then DLR, and then quant in this order. So my weakest I started my preparation with one or two mocks. So I figured out that my weakest section was VARC and my strength was quant. So if I talk about VARC, then there are mainly two things for a preparation: general reading and mocks. So what readings help you in like as you read more and more, you get familiar with the sentence structure. So as you read passages in the mocks, you feel like you have some grasp of those sentences. So you are able to comprehend them better than others, and also your reading speed increases. And then there are mocks also to check like whether your comprehension is right or not. So reading and mocks are the most important things. And if I talk about DILR, what I used to do was I used to do 2 sets daily. So there was this playlist on YouTube of Shankar sir. So he had around 200 sets. So they were from previous year mocks of various coaching institutes. So I used to do 2 sets daily. And then there were mocks. So I took around 25 mocks, and each of them had 8 sets. So there were 200 sets, those and 200 this. So there were around 400 sets. So I don't really care about the number of sets I did. It's like uh, you have to extract your learning from each and every set. So since DLR consists of two parts, DA and LR, the logical reasoning part, it's mainly important that you need to record the data properly. So if you are recording the data properly, then half of your problem is solved. And when I talk about DI, then mainly the thing is that your calculations should be good. You should be good with approximations, and you are good to go. And if I talk about quant, so quant was my strength. So just I had to clear some concepts which I was weak at. For example, time, speed, and distance for one of my weak topics. So I cleared my concepts first, and then practice some questions. I didn't go for any coaching institute as a classroom course or something. I only took the test series. But it was like for concepts, there is a YouTube channel, Rodha. So it's great for building your concepts. And then for practice, you have again Shankar sir playlist. He provides great questions from earlier mocks. So they are also a good source of practice.
Okay, could you please elaborate on the skills that are required which you think is important for us to gain?
Okay, so if I talk about the skills, I can mainly think of two skills. First is patience, and second is being consistent. So what happens is like if I talk about reading for VRC, then I hear from aspirants like they tried reading for 15 days or a month, but it wasn't giving them nice results, so they left it. So the thing is like you have to be patient at VRC especially. You can't you can't think of it like the scores will grow instantly. You have to devote time to that sections. Also patience is like when you see scores of other guys on various forums like PG, then you see that people are getting insanely high scores. So it's easy to get disheartened by those scores. So you have to be patient at those times. So just close your eyes for 10 minutes and see like the process you're doing, whether it's correct or not. So if it's correct, then yes, you are good to go. And Then being consistent, it's also one of the key factors. Like if you aren't regular with your preparation, then you can't expect good results from that.
So any tips and resources that you used for a preparation that you want to give to our audience?
Okay, so if I talk about the resources, then again, I told about the DLR playlist. It was of Shankar Sir playlist on YouTube, and then there were mocks. For quant also, there were mainly mocks and that playlist from Shankar Sir again. And for VRC, I mainly depended on mocks only. For general reading, you can prefer sources like the Ken, Financial Times, New York Times, Washington Post. It basically depends on what you like. So if you want to build like a reading habit, you should start with something you like. So for example, I like to read about various startups. So I uh, I went for the subscription of the Ken. It has some great articles on like various business models and all. So I started with that, but you can't restrict yourself to one genre. So you have to be diverse. So you can read essays from Aeon or other newspapers. There are very good articles in like New York Times, Washington Post, or HBR. So you can go for those also.
So what really helped you with the preparation?
What happened with me, like when I used to see the scores of guys on PG, like it was really disheartening. Like they were like 50 or 60 marks. They scored 50, 60 marks higher than me. So that was the moment when I had to figure out that I have to continue my preparation. I shouldn't lose hope. So that things it really keeps you going. So you have to keep your aim in front. So it's not like when you see things like your friends playing video games, or there is like India versus England going on TV, you can't, it's very hard to restrict yourself, but you have to clearly establish your aim. You are preparing for CAT not with the aim of cracking CAT only. You want to join a great business school, or want a great career ahead. So you have to think about that. You can't leave that behind. Also, if this doesn't help, like you can also think of like the one person you are doing this for. So it was like for my parents, one of the factors was like I was doing this for my parents also. So it also kept me going.
Okay. So any major challenges that you faced during the preparation?
So if I talk about the challenges, like as I said, VRC was my weakest section. So yes, I faced a lot of challenges in that only. Like earlier, I used to get around 65 to 70 percentile in mocks. So I just couldn't figure out like where I was going wrong. So the main thing was I had some seniors in my college, so they were of great help. Like they told me that you have to continue the process, you have to stick with the basics, and you should be clear with your approach. Then you have to figure out your strategies correctly while attempting mocks. So like you earlier, I didn't have any strategies as such while attempting mocks, but as you try and test with every mock or any sectional, you have to establish one fixed strategy you can go for in the final exam. So as you try and test more, you get an idea of like what's good with this what's good with this strategy, or what's good with that strategy. So you have to fix your strategy. So yes, these were some of the challenges I faced.
So would you please give us some briefing about the whole experience that you faced during this process?
So yes, it was definitely a great learning experience. So like don't treat it like you are if you are working hard, don't think like you are punishing yourself. Like when you read that Elon Musk is sleeping for 6 hours a day, don't think of that like that he's punishing himself by working hard. It's like you sleep at 10, you see that your friends are playing Call of Duty, so you start playing at 10, you sleep at 2, and then you wake up at 8, and then again go for classes. So you are also sleeping for 6 hours. It's just that he loves what he's doing and you love what you are doing. So that's why when you love the things you are doing, it's no longer about the efforts you are putting in. So you have to love that process. So if you love that process, definitely you'll enjoy this journey a lot.
Okay. So any advices lastly you want to give it to our audience?
If I yeah, like, you have to stay away from the distractions. Like, yes, it's easier said than done. Like if you are like, if you like to watch cricket, like in my case, so it can't be like you can just stop watching cricket, but you have to put your rewards after your process. Like if you have target, like you will study for around 4-5 hours a day, then you should give yourself a reward. If you have completed your process honestly, then you can like play video games or do any stuff you like. But don't put the rewards first and then the process, because it gets very disheartening when you see that you are not working that hard. And yes, that's it.
So that was it. Thank you so much, Lakshay, for sharing your experiences with us and for sharing some tips. Also, it is helpful for our audience. So thank you so much. Would you like to say something?
I'm just all the best to all the aspirants. Thank you.